mean, that's a realistic.
11/18/25. Could you please take the roll?
Sure. Rosano.
Here.
Simpson.
Here.
Cleary.
Here.
Efficoro.
Yes.
Andrew Joyce.
Here.
Miller.
Present.
Klein. Lockhart.
Here.
Moriello.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. First order of business is to accept the minutes from the previous meeting. There's a motion, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Item 2 is authorizing an agreement with the New York State Office of Children and Family Services and an interdepartmental agreement with Crime Victim and Sexual Violence Center regarding grant funding for the Child Rights Safe Harbor Initiative. Commissioner Manning is here this evening.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, this is the Safe Harbor program, which is really looking at human trafficking. What they really do, crime victims with us, is to train law enforcement, community agencies, and community agencies and hospitals to really be aware of what human trafficking looks like. In addition, crime victims will respond to any type of hospital should a victim come in. So we really want to make sure that their needs are being met and bridged to services.
Are there any questions? Mr. Murdock?
I'm sorry, how big of a
Concern.
sexual
How many victims?
victims, I mean, does that happen big time in Albany County?
Up and down Central Avenue is the biggest area.
I mean, I was amazed, they arrested 150 people in Charlotte yesterday for human trafficking. Do we have organized human trafficking in Albany County?
And we're in a bad location, actually, Albany, because you go from Buffalo across and then you can go down to New York City. So we're kind of like in the pipeline, and I would think you would agree, the pipeline.
So is it domiciled here, or are we a stop on the road, on the circuit?
I think there's different types. I think we could be a stop on the road, but they will also, looking at the hotels on Central Avenue, there's definitely a significant concern.
Thank you.
There's a lot.
Do you have
Any other?
approximate numbers? Or?
I can get that for
Okay.
you. I can get that
That
through
would be
crime
good to know.
victims. Sure.
Any other questions? Second? Favor? Opposed? Thank you.
Item 3 is authorizing the submission of a grant application to the New York State Office of Children and Family Services regarding the provision of behavioral health and child protective services.
Yes, we have the opportunity through the Office of Children and Family Services to have a continuation of our behavioral health or a clinical social worker that goes out with the child protective individuals and really look at any type of challenge that they may be having and bridge them to services. This specifically, it's called Capta Cara, is looking at parents with substance abuse disorders and really engaging them and trying to get them clean and sober. So this individual is a part-time employee, and this continuation of funds has continued.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Motion? Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 4 is authorizing an agreement with Together for Youth regarding non-secure detention services.
Yes, thank you. So anytime the family court judges remand a youth to non-secure detention, Together for Youth is the facility we use. Last month when I came, we were expanding it to 2 beds at the House of Good Shepherd, but I do have to say, having just a total of 7 beds, there's a larger need in the county. But we're working it out and transitioning youth back to the community successfully, and I think that is something that Together for Youth really works hard on, to make sure there's still a bridge with their family, with their school district, and to make that a smooth transition back once they, are returned to family court.
Ms. Lockhart?
Thank you. Where are the locations now? Berkshire used to be over in Massachusetts and stuff.
Canaan, New York.
They're in New York?
Yes.
Any local?
Nothing local
Okay.
facility-wise. because the facility they use is called Burnham. So that is the closest one. I actually reached out to Luke Jacobs to ask him, would they be able to expand and have something here
Yeah.
with more beds? And that just fiscally they can't.
Because it's such a
Swing
barrier
them.
to keep contact with the school and the courts and
Yes.
family. Yeah. Thank you.
Any other questions? Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Item
Thank you.
5 is authorizing an
Thank
agreement,
you, Commissioner.
authorizing an agreement with the Interfaith Partnership for the Homeless regarding emergency and transitional shelter services at Mercy House.
Good evening.
Good evening.
This request is to renew a contract with the Mercy House provider. This is a shelter that we currently have in place with 20 beds, and it serves 6 adult women and 14 adult men. And the cost of the contract is $919,437. It's 60% county funded, 4% federal, and state 36%. They provide 3 meals a day and also case management for the residents that are there if they're homeless.
Are there any questions? Motion? Second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Item 6 is authorizing an agreement with the Altamont Program regarding emergency and transitional shelter services.
So this is a request to renew an agreement with the Altamont program to provide shelter for homeless families in Albany County. It's through the Skylar Inn, which is located in Manans. It provides the families with 3 meals a day and also case management to try to get them to learn life skills and learn to be independent in the community. The contract, between January 1st of this year and October 31st, we served 124 families in this shelter. The contract is for $2,008,912. 73% of it is federal funded, 8% state, and 19% county.
Ms. Lockhart?
Commissioner,
Yes.
they used to have if they look at the building, the left wing reserved for homeless veterans. Are they still, I know that might not be your thing, but
So-
are they
so
still
they're-
there?
They're
still
not,
reserved
so the Skylar Inn shelter, because it's a family shelter, they became certified with the state. They have state requirements they have to comply with, so they're not permitted to house anybody out inside the shelter space
Okay.
anymore. So the veterans and other individuals who were housed there
Yep.
in like a single room occupancy are no
Right.
longer there.
So they're no longer there, so the
Yes.
whole place is, have they remodeled the place?
They've done quite a bit of remodeling.
Good.
So we have, of the number of rooms there, we currently have 60 of them.
Good,
So-
okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
Any other questions? Any motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 7 is authorizing an interdepartmental agreement between the Department of Social Services and the Department of Mental Health regarding services for safety net and temporary assistance for needy family applicants and recipients.
Thank you. So, under the Welfare Reform Act of 1997, we're mandated by law to screen all adult public assistance applicants and recipients for alcohol and substance abuse disorders. And if there is indication of that, they're required to go have an assessment and then be linked up with treatment programs. We contract or have an agreement with our sister agency, the Albany County Department of Mental Health, to provide 2 full-time mental health certified alcohol and substance abuse counselors to conduct the mandated assessments and referrals. The contract is for $250,000. Between November 1st of 2024 and October 1st of this year, we've had 1,215 assessments completed of individuals who applied for public assistance or are continuing to receive public assistance. This contract is 78% county share and 22% federal share.
Any questions?
Do you know the percentage or amount or whatever, how many of those 1,000 were deemed not able to work because of their substance abuse, mental health?
So I don't have an actual percentage. I do know that, they're
Sense.
mandated to go to treatment if they're
Right,
determined to have an alcohol and substance use problem, and we do have a percentage that are non-compliant with that, so then they're sanctioned, so. But I couldn't tell you the exact percentage today. I could probably look into
Could
that
you,
to see.
could you let me know?
Mhm.
Just trying to get a grasp on how, trying to track that whole mental health, homeless issue, you know? We have a lot of services out there, but not everybody
Right,
always
right.
partakes in. Thank you.
I have a
Go ahead.
What happens when they are non-compliant?
They get sanctioned, so they are sanctioned until they comply with treatment, or they get, depending on where they are, if they comply and then they don't, and then they stop complying, then they'll get a sanction for so many days to try to get them back into treatment.
What do you mean by sanction? What
Meaning
type of
they'll
sanction?
lose their benefits until, their benefits are stopped until they become into compliance. So if they're getting public assistance benefits, they'll lose their public assistance benefits until they come into compliance.
Are they kicked out of housing?
They could potentially be if they are getting cash benefits to pay for their rent.
Are there any other questions? Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Item 8 is authorizing an agreement with the Altamont Program regarding emergency and transitional shelter services for homeless single women.
Thank you. So this is a renewal to work with the Altamont Program to provide a shelter for women at Thornton Avenue. Currently, the shelter provides assistance for 10 individual female. They have a case manager on site, and they have aides 24/7. They also get their meals there. The contract is for $323,575. From January until current, we've served 36 unduplicated individuals there. The contract is 63% county share, 5% federal, and 32% state.
Are there any questions? Motion? Second? All in favor? Opposed?
Item 9 is authorizing an agreement with Interfaith Partnership for the Homeless regarding emergency and transitional shelter services at the Sheridan Avenue Shelter.
Thank you. So this is authorization to request a renewal with IPH to run the Sheridan Avenue shelter. This is a 30-bed shelter. 15 beds are for males and 15 beds are for females. They provide 3 meals a day. They do have one room that is set aside for anybody who has a disability of some sort, and they also have an elevator for handicap accessibility. The one room is often used for people who have some sort of medical frailty, developmental disability, or mental illness. And they will set aside some additional rooms for specific hospital discharges as long as the needs can be met there. During 2024, we had 205 unduplicated residents, and that's been a 13% increase. So we've seen an increase in individuals in shelter there. 64% of this is county funded, 32% is state, and 4% is federal. The contract is for $1,060,009.
Are there any questions? Can I have a motion? Second? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 10 is authorizing an agreement with Interfaith Partnership for the Homeless regarding emergency and transitional shelter services at the South Ferry Street Shelter.
Thank you. So this is, once again, to renew a contract with Interfaith Partnership Program for the South Ferry Street. It was formerly known as the Morton Avenue Shelter. There's a 20-bed shelter offering rooms for individuals for both men and women, a mix of men and women. They offer 3 meals a day. They also provide case management and try to develop independent living plans for individuals to become independent. During 2024, we housed 81 independent or unduplicated individuals who were served at the South Ferry Shelter. The contract is for $966,608. 61% of it is county share, 35% state, and 4% federal.
Are there any questions? Motion? Second? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 11 is authorizing an agreement with St. Catherine Center for Children, Marillac residents regarding the provision of family shelter services.
Thank you. So this is a request for renewal agreement with St. Catherine Center for Children to operate our Marillac family residence. It's a tier 2 shelter, so the rates, per diem rate gets set by the state. They provide emergency housing and related services to temporary assistance eligible homeless families. They have a really intensive case management program there. There are 24 units for families that are housed there. And they provide case management and provide life skill training for the individuals that are residing there. In 2024, we served 80 unduplicated families in this shelter. The shelter contract is up to $1,827,350. It's 27% county share, 12% state, and 61% federal.
Any questions?
Is there any, what's the time frame by which a family could stay there? How long can the family stay in need?
Depends on the needs and whether how they've been assessed to determine. Sometimes they could be there for 60 days, sometimes they can be much longer, sometimes 6 months. The goal is to make them successful to be independent in the community, so.
Are there any other questions?
Motion to approve.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Item 12 is authorizing an agreement with the Ultimate Program regarding employment services for temporary assistance for needy families and safety net recipients.
So this is to renew the agreement with the Altamont Program to provide employment and retention services for our temporary assistance and SNAP clients. They assist recipients in their transition into or return to the workforce with the goal of enhancing self-sufficiency. A key component of this is they engage participants in a combination of virtual and in-person activities that lead to employment and financial independence. The client enrolls, they have an assessment, they do individual employment job readiness skill training, they do resume preparation, job searching skills, job development placement, and post-employment retention services are provided as part of this contract. The Altamont Program also works an employment success coach vendor to help people retain their employment there. So if they're having life skill troubles, the success coach can work through some of those struggles with them. This contract was secured through an RFP. This is the 5th year of a 5-year contract. Between October 2024 and October 2025, we engaged a total of 2,124 clients, which is up 36% from the prior year. The contract is for $434,700 and it's 100% federal funded.
100%? What is the success rate?
The success rate? So that's a challenging question because I can tell you that on average, there's only about 4 individuals a month who are actually, really securing employment, which is not a high success rate. Many of these individuals either have undiagnosed mental health or substance abuse issues, there's transportation problems, and there's a lack of daycare providers for individuals. Although there's funding, there's a lack of providers to actually secure daycare for individuals who might be families. And there's also a number of individuals who are non-compliant in actually fulfilling their obligation to secure employment.
Are there any other questions?
Is there a lag in the reinstatement of SNAP benefits? Has it been fully reinstated yet?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And did we ever get a handle on that Romanian group that was stealing our EBT benefits?
It's still happening. Still
We had a
happening.
situation where one family lost $900 in one hit, and it takes a while for the state to
Can you
reimburse.
make me a co-sponsor?
Did they get the scammers?
Yeah, well, it's
They
a
find them,
nationwide
then
problem.
They start over again.
Oh, yeah. Get them out of here.
It's like a round robin, right?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
There's no further items.
There are no further items. Can I have a motion? Okay. I don't even, it's finished. Yeah. Anything to serve?
Just need a motion.